Speak straight away. But I really would treasure slightly longer to absorb and to relish the meal we've just had. It was very, very deep and very, very satisfying. Charles and I are going to speak about each group, and we'll do it. I'll do group 2 and 4. I think we had avocado. That was the second group? Yes. And I guess, and I've been asked to be brief, the addresses certainly concentrate on current frailties, anxieties, and dispense with all of them. It bases development on well-defined New Zealand existing core values. It highlighted what those values are. And I guess, as we listen and consider, you feel that belief program starting inside you. I found them thought-provoking, pragmatic, and eminently possible in their proposals. So thank you to avocado. Let's give them a bit of a round of applause. The purple group. Very profound. Very profound. Concentrating on some key points, which I'll just refresh in our memories. The New Zealand Constitution, a change. This is something that was reflected through most groups. But not from the point of view of, let's have a revolution and get rid of it, but let's advance towards something more practical, more appropriate to where we expect to go. A commissioner for the future, part of the map, part of leading the way. A forum to engage with the process. Political cycle of 5 years, and a deeper domestic capital base. I guess the summary for me came with one of the comments that was given during this presentation. New Zealand, land, sea, sky, and spirituality. Because I had a deep sense of spirituality throughout all these presentations. The fact that we're not doing it, man is not just an island, but we're not entirely dependent on our own frail human resources. We can reach beyond ourselves to achieve great things. I guess in summary of both presentations, there was a couple of phrases which really caught my attention. One was, in a chaotic world, New Zealand stands out. And that took me back to Pike River in my electorate and to the amazing occurrence of the second great earthquake in Christchurch. And I had a number of phone calls from overseas radio organisations. They phoned me up my phone back and said, someone just called me. And they said, well, this is Radio Ipswich and we've got 700 people here. Which one do you want to speak to? Gives you some idea of scale. So I did eventually find out who it was who wanted to speak to me, and he said that he understood that there'd been chaos when the earthquake occurred. So I was, well, the chaotic events, and for 45 seconds it was pretty tough. And he said, how long did the chaos last? So I said, well, 45 seconds. And he said, but, you know, I mean, how long will the chaos go on for in the community? And I heard myself say, in an explanatory tone, Kiwis don't actually do chaos very well. They're not really good at it, I can assure you. And they can't sustain it, and organisation quickly takes over. That was reflected, I guess, in the comment from the overseas search and rescue people who came to Christchurch. And they sort of unanimously said it was the best organised disaster they've ever been to. It really was. And there's a reason why these remarks are made. It's because they're entirely appropriate. And if you consider that absolutely universal strength that New Zealanders share in being organised, in achieving, in using their sky, their sea, and their spirituality, then I think all that we've heard tonight can indeed be brought about. Thank you.